Earlier this year at WWDC 2021, Apple announced the new feature called Focus for all of their platforms. This replaces standard Do Not Disturb and brings in loads of new features. But this feature isn't doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and I think we need to talk about it. I'm Om and you're watching iTech Everything. So iOS 15 and macOS Monterey along with iPadOS 15 has been out for months now, and I've been beta testing it. But some of the major issues only start to become noticeable once people around you start using the same operating systems as well. So that's what happened with Focus. And before we get into the negatives that I've noticed, let's just address the positives first. So Focus replaces Do Not Disturb, like I said at the starting of the video, and it gives you a lot of options to add various presets for different types of focuses. And you can choose what types of notifications you want to let in during that particular focus. You can set the people who can contact you, apps that can notify you, and more. On top of all of this, on supported platforms, mainly messaging apps and currently only iMessage, you can see whether the other person is focusing or not, and based on that you can decide if you want to send your message or hold off onto it. Or maybe you want to send it and you want the other person to see it instantly, and then you can click the Notify Anyway button which shows up. And Focus does help me a lot in my day-to-day life, preventing annoying notifications or unnecessary notifications from disturbing me while I'm doing certain tasks. I actually do have 7 different Focus presets. Okay, those are some of the good features of Focus, and I might have missed some other great features. You can definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But now let's come to the things that aren't so good. The Notify Anyway feature, which seems great at face value, actually is the worst part about Focus, and here's why. The position of this button is just terrible. It can be easily misclicked and it's insanely annoying. Let me show you a few examples. On iOS, you might click that button instead of the text field. You might click on the button while exiting from a reply thread, or when switching between windows on macOS. All of this can be really annoying for the person on the other hand, especially if it's a trivial message. And once you click that button, it will notify the other person for every message you send from now on, and for an unspecified but very long amount of time. But there is a wider issue with this Notify Anyways button. This button is larger than what we see as the button. Turns out the entire area around this button, which extends to the right and left ends of the screen, and above and below the Notify Anyway prompt, is actually one huge button, and pressing anywhere in this area will notify the other person. I mean, why? And the next complaint I have isn't directly related to Focus, but can definitely improve the feature or definitely improve the experience if it is implemented better. You might have seen the notification summary feature in iOS 15. It's a great concept and it's being improved just as I speak, with a new UI shipping with the next update. But the problem is that we have to set the times manually for when we want to see the summary. Just why? Why can't this be integrated with Focus, and when the focus ends, the notification summary shows up? So yeah, now let's talk about how all of this can be fixed. And if there's an Apple employee watching, which there probably isn't, but if there is, then please try to fix these bugs. Okay, so talking about how the Notify Anyway button can be fixed. The position of this Notify Anyways button can be moved to the top, where we usually see the prompt for the profile picture and the contact name changes. And you can see how that looks on your screen right now. And instead of continuing to notify the other person for an extended period of time, it can be made so that the person can send the important messages and then click Notify Anyway, and this action should only notify the other person for the messages which were sent before clicking the button, and the ones sent after notifying anyway should be delivered quietly. So even for whatever reason, if you click on it on accident, it'll be less annoying. Also, other app developers, if you're planning to implement Notify Anyway into your app, please focus on the position of the Notify Anyways button. Also, if you're rushing to the comment section to say, turn off the Notify Anyways button if it bothers you, that's not the solution, my friend. I want to be notified if there's something urgent or important. And even if I do disable it, the ones I'm talking to or my contacts might not have, and I might be the one who might end up annoying the others by clicking the Notify Anyway button on accident. And trust me, I've done it before to pretty much all of my contacts and it's not good. And the perfect use case for the notification summary feature would be when it's delivered to you once a focus session ends. I'm really not sure why this isn't an option already. These might be minor things at face value, but if you extensively use messaging platforms like iMessage or other messaging platforms that integrate the Notify Anyways button, you'll realize how annoying this can get. And these are things that prevent you from focusing rather than actually focusing. There's always room for improvement and these things can definitely be fixed. If you agree with what I said in this video, do consider sharing this with other people so hopefully someone at Apple sees this and fixes the issues. On the other side of things, coming to something that's really cool and functional, my friend Aditya from AGT Tech has recently started his own online store. This online store is all about phone cases. Aditya was kind enough to send me 2 cases to check out for this video and I can confirm they're really good quality. I'm rocking this blue case right here and it's really good and goes really well with the rest of my setup. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, he just happened to send me the cases and I really like them. He's also a great friend, so I thought I'd share it with you. And if you're interested in buying a case yourself, then you can head over to his website and use this code that he made for me, which is ITE100, and you'll get 100 rupees discount on your purchase of 2 silicon cases. And you can get free and quick delivery all over India and only in India. Make sure you go check out his online store, and even if you don't want cases, make sure you check out his YouTube videos because he does make really good content. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you soon in the next video.